as she announces the state's new youth crime laws. She's doing a news conference.
Individual broke into our neighbour's garage and attempted to steal their car. My husband and son did not hesitate to intervene. Their actions, driven by a genuine concern for the well-being of our neighbours, have had a profound impact on the future course of my husband's and son's lives. My husband was stabbed 3 times. He required surgery. He will be physically scarred for the rest of his life. We cannot estimate how long he will be out of work. He isn't sleeping. His mental health is spiralling every day. Our son suffered a traumatic injury. He is strong and fit. He now struggles to fall asleep hearing every noise. The physical harm inflicted upon my loved ones is distressing enough, but the emotional toll on my family is immeasurable. I cannot fault the detectives who have been working with us. My family will never forget their compassion. The alleged offender knew what he was doing. He knew it was wrong. This is only my family's story. There are hundreds more. My husband should be working, enjoying life, not doing therapy exercises every hour. My son should be outside going for a run, not laying on the couch, frustrated and angry. I implore you to consider the gravity of this situation by placing yourself in my shoes. And I today want to acknowledge, as Premier, that every one of these violent youth crimes has a victim, a family that has had their life disrupted, a person that was shaken, a person who was hurt. And we are all horrified by these violent, brazen youth crimes and the devastating impact they have on its victims. Police tell us that this is a new type of crime that constantly requires new interventions. There are no easy solutions here, and that includes consequences. We know that children, as parents, we know that children need to face consequences when they do the wrong thing, and so consequences also must apply in the justice system. There are too many victims and not enough consequences. It's why Victoria will introduce adult time for violent crime, where the courts will treat children for these crimes like adults, where jail will be more likely and sentences will be longer. This approach will significantly increase the likelihood of jail. Currently, in the Children's Court, 34% of children and young people sentenced for aggravated home invasion or aggravated carjacking, for those offences, 34% go to jail. When those offences are before the county court, the adult court, 97% go to jail. Also too, by making this shift to the adult court, it significantly increases the maximum lengths of sentences that will apply. In the Children's Court, the maximum sentencing length is 3 years for any offence. In the county court, they can currently impose sentences of up to 25 years for aggravated home invasion or aggravated carjacking. Under our plan for adult time for violent crime, these offences will carry a life sentence. We'll also be changing the priorities for the court to consider. Community safety must and will come first in all sentencing decisions, and we will also be removing the principle of jail as a last resort, because for some crimes it just shouldn't be. And this is the following list of the brazen and violent crimes that will be subject to adult time for violent crime. Aggravated home invasion, intentionally causing injury in circumstances of gross violence, including machete crimes, recklessly causing injury in circumstances of gross violence, aggravated carjacking, aggravated burglary, serious and repeated, armed robbery, serious and repeated. We will...
Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen there, and an increase in the way that they're going to deal with youth crime in Victoria has just been handed down. She's giving us an understanding of what this means. Adult time for violent crime and some of the offences that are essentially going to be tried in an adult court, which will lead to more jail time for the youths and also longer sentences as well. It feels like, doesn't it, Nat, that we've been talking about this for months and months, over a year at least, and finally the Allen government is catching up to what the community wants. Yeah,
we've had an expert on this morning saying this won't help. The courts won't send them to jail for longer, but community safety must come first when the courts are considering a sentence. So the Premier thinks that will be a clincher. Time will tell.